Hi, it's Jay from Iridescent Tarot, back with some more sparkle for ya. Actually, I'm sparkle-less today because if I'm showing up here with no nail polish, that something exciting is happening. Let's get into it. This package is from LeeAnne Brennan of EpicBones, who is an illustrator, animator, and now a deck creator. I'm not going to show you the inside of the card, but very sweet card from LeeAnne. And a sticker. Just watch me. Okay, let's take a look at what's inside. All right, we have two decks. They are both wrapped in shrink wrap, so I will spare you watching me get into these. LeeAnne kindly sent me these two decks for review purposes. She currently has a Kickstarter running. It is titled Summoning Strength, which is another affirmation deck. It's about getting moving with mindfulness and magic, which I did back that Kickstarter and I'm super excited about. But she already has two indie decks currently that are available on her website. Here we have Gently Rising, which is an affirmation deck focused on self-empowerment. And then here we have Endless Soul Money, which is an affirmation deck about manifesting abundance. Let's take a look at Gently Rising first. It is in a nice hard two-piece box. Let's take a look at the back. And open her up. Oh, beautiful. Wow. It's very much giving the Fool, right? Leaping off the cliff into the unknown and keep going. We've got a plastic band here and we've got gold gilded cards. EpicBones affirmations. Summon the inspiration to push through your resistance and enjoy the infinite dazzling possibilities that open up in your life. Suggested use. Shuffle the deck, take a deep breath, and pull a random card. Let the front of the card provoke a part of you that might need a gentle nudge in a new direction. Use the question on the back to reflect on your specific situation through meditation, journaling, or a simple pause. Here's a little bit more about LeeAnne. I first found these decks through watching YouTube on Heather Mattern's channel. She posted a little video about the Kickstarter and I had never seen any of LeeAnne's work before, but as soon as I saw what Heather was showing, I was like, oh my gosh, this is right up my alley. We have really soulful illustrations here that truly reflect whatever it is that the affirmation is saying. So it's giving Reclaim Oracle, right? Where you just get so much out of the illustration. And then on the back side, there are journaling prompts. You have on the front, I'm giving myself permission. And then on the back, how can I claim authority over my life? I was so excited when I saw that this existed, because if you watch my channel, you know that I use Oracle decks in many different ways, including helping me create spreads for my tarot readings. And I just know that there are so many ways that I will be able to integrate these into my practice. LeeAnne was a professional animator. She's a character artist and an motion designer, and that really comes through with these figures that she's drawn. She has such good use of motion in ability to communicate the meaning through her artwork, and that's something that I super appreciate when I am looking at decks. These are called affirmation cards, but to me, I'm going to use them as an oracle deck. I use that interchangeably. I could see myself just pulling one of these a day in order to see what the message is that I need to hear that day, and then ask myself the question on the back to journal about. But I could also see myself really integrating them into my tarot work as well. Oh, I love this one. I am empathizing with my fear. And then fear is like this little pet that she's holding. What are my feelings trying to tell me? I asked LeeAnne a little bit about her creative process and about the decks in general. So she said that she creates card decks based on what she's personally trying to overcome. So she'll think of a theme for the deck, and then it takes her like 2 to 3 years to create each deck, because she's illustrating the mindset work that she's like actually working on herself. So the Kickstarter that she's running right now is for a deck that's based on a little bit on exercise. But this very first deck, Gently Rising, was kind of born out of the return back to personal illustration while caring for young children, which really resonated with me as a mom. Just finding your own path again once you've kind of given yourself over to motherhood. She just like was illustrating the mindset work that she was doing herself to convince herself that she could change her life. And then after she had so many drawings, the idea came to her to turn it into a deck. So that's really when her business started taking shape, and now she's got this business, EpicBones. So the creative process for her looks like she'll stay aware to messages that come through and try to write them down before they leave her. Oftentimes it'll be during when she's doing like a rhythmic, monotonous activity. So like, for example, these sketches from Gently Rising came to her when she was walking her son in the stroller, but she also mentioned them coming to her when she's washing dishes or folding laundry, driving to a place that she frequents, or taking a shower. So just like, it very much reminded me of the everydayness of something like the Yellow House Tarot, where you have these everyday scenes depicted in the tarot meanings, and it brings these ideas that can be like spiritual or esoteric into the here and now of our everyday lives. And that's something that I'm super passionate about myself. Let's take a look at Endless Soul Money. So I had told LeeAnne that I was really excited about Gently Rising, that other deck, and that Endless Soul Money is something that I hadn't worked on in my own tarot practice before. I was definitely open to trying something like this for the first time, and she was very kind to send it my way. Endless Soul Money. It's time to be the one who unabashedly embodies heart-centered abundance and takes powerful action towards your dreams. Suggested use. Shuffle the deck, take a deep breath, and pull a random card. Let the front of the card provoke a part of you that might need a gentle nudge in this energetic direction. Use a message on the back to sink deeper into this powerful frequency, or reflect on your specific situation through meditation, journaling, or a simple pause. I also invite you to create your own unique ways of using this deck. Again, gilded in gold. And her about. It's okay to want more. I release the unnecessary shame and fear that surrounds building wealth. I am free to be with as much money as I desire. Soul money, I see that both you and I are infinite. Ooh, that's intense. I am closing the portals that no longer serve me. I refuse to have my energy leak through all of these reluctant openings. When I keep only my preferred paths available, my stream of abundance is efficient and aligned. Soul money, I understand that I must be extremely selective on purpose. LeeAnne said that the money deck is meant for small business owners like her who are a little bit shy, and for people that are looking to tap into their inner power and strength and show up big in their business. She said that she calls this her attunement deck because the poems to the money goddess on the back of each card allows you to align to the frequency of abundance. This was born out of once she established EpicBones and replaced her day job as a freelance motion designer. A lot of like her scarcity mindset wounds kind of came up when she tried to do that. So with that new challenge, she like immediately knew that it was the theme of her next deck. She said, as I moved through all of the manifestation work around clearing money blocks and reprogramming subconscious beliefs about money, healing my inner child and shadow work, I illustrated what was on the other side of the struggle. I illustrated how my higher self felt and what I was stepping towards in order to embody her. And I just thought that was so cool. Like, this is a lot of the work that I do with my cards is using it as a tool for self-help and trying to, just like level myself up. As for the artistic process, she said that once she had the ideas for the cards written down, she would go and sketch them on paper once her kids went to bed. Relatable. And then once they're all done on paper, she circles back and traces them digitally in her iPad using Procreate and an Apple Pencil. And her website specifically said that there's no use of AI in any of her work, and I really appreciated seeing that. So even though the money topic isn't something that I've historically had specific decks about or really worked with too much in my card practice, I thought that this would be a really unique and special way to kind of incorporate that and see how it goes. I noticed that a couple of the money cards have gray in them, and I don't remember seeing any gray cards in the Gently Rising deck, so that's interesting. It's like such a limited white and black color palette that the addition of gray really stands out. Awesome. I really liked that all three decks were very consistent. So they're all 52 cards. Nice riffle. They are 3.5 by 5 inches. And they're on 350 GSM premium matte cardstock with gold gilding. It's the swishy dry mat that I love. Nice. Let's see how the overhand goes. Lovely. What do I need to know about money today? Don't call me out too much. It brings my people joy to pay me. Ooh. I enthusiastically share my offers with gusto because gratitude abounds on both sides. Soul money, I see the delight and transformation my work brings. One of the things that Heather pointed out on her channel was that these two decks, like when you stack them, the line goes up. And she said that the third deck is also going to like continue on this design. And I just thought that was so freaking cool. Since the decks have a very similar aesthetic between the illustration style and the font and everything, I figured I would just flip through them together with the deck pairings. So here on this left side, we have Gently Rising, and on the right, we have Endless Soul Money. Let's start out with the Lilifer Tarot. This is cool because Lilifer has that white background and then like a very complementary illustration style and kind of a limited color palette. There's only a few colors that are used in that deck, so it very much complements the black and white. Oh, I love this. 8 of Cups. I am cultivating strength and stability. I am closing the portals that no longer serve me. Very much 8 of Cups. Nice. From that same artist, Marianne Constantine, we have the Reclaim Oracle, another limited color palette. This is an Oracle deck. There's something about the illustration style, even though they're very different, something about them I feel like it works together, and I use Reclaim with everything anyways, so it wouldn't even matter to me if they didn't match aesthetically. Just the fact that they look nice together is a little bit of a cherry on top here. Freedom, and I am showing up most days. My overflow allows me to relax into my purest creation. Cool. All right, let's go from limited color palette to explosion of color. This is the Playful Heart Tarot. The world. I am falling in love with myself. The current of my desire always takes me there. Let's read the back. How can I honor and integrate every part of me? And when I enter the flow, it's as simple as riding a wave to deliver me to my destination. Soul money, I surrender to the tide. Eight of Pentacles. I am gratefully receiving all that is coming, and when I walked that way, the money followed. I love these together. Back to a limited color palette, we have the Tomar Tarot. Cool. I think I like the more exciting, colorful with this Wisdom of the Sacred Oracle. I'm writing out my thoughts to gain clarity, balance, money. I am so grateful you are here. I like the white border on Wisdom of the Sacred with the white background on both of these. Cool. Let's lean into that white border more with Scarab and Dahlia. This is nice. I like the juxtaposition of the collage tarot with the fully illustrated decks. Wow. Three of Swords with I am releasing. There is no obstacle that can hold me back now. I like that there's cards here that aren't like 100% money based. I had mentioned Yellow House Tarot. Let's see how they go together. I like this together. I am holding myself in 10 of Cups. Like you can fill your own cup. I'm giving myself permission and 3 of Wands. I know what I want. Yes. Ah, these look so cool. These work really well together. There's something about this everydayness of Yellow House that goes with the energetic, just the energetics of the way that these oracles were created. This is the Embodied Ecosystems Tarot Oracle. I've gotten this card so many times. It's my stalker card from this deck. So this one's definitely more colorful, and I'm not sure about this one. I'm not sure about this pairing. Let's do one more. Daydreaming in C2. Since the other collage tarot works so well, I'm curious to see how the black borders will do. I like this. The Devil with I am capable of change and I am investing in myself to reach my true potential. I think that because the black and white has a signature look to it, the limited color palette of black and white really makes it so that that matches with so many decks. Nice. Dirt Gems Oracle. I'm empathizing with my fear with Magnolia. Oh, I like this because a lot of these cards are black and white. We have a lot of colorful cards, but then we have a handful of black and white cards. And it's with the black background with the white artwork, which is a really cool balance with this deck. Cool. Soul Space Oracle. I thought it would look cool with the white background of these watercolors and that different art style. Just watch me. I am enjoying the ride in beauty. abundance and out of nowhere, unexpected money comes to me. Cool. Carrot Tarts Tarot. Oh, I like this. Three of Swords. I am on an upward trajectory. This past way of being will not be coming with me. That's so cool. Nice. The common oracle goes with everything, but I just was curious to see what it would look like together. This all together works really, really well. I am showing up on most days. Rise from the burden. My overflow allows me to relax into my purest creation. Rising from the burden. You know what I mean? Cool. I'm also tempted to just flip them around and let's see what it looks like on the back side with some of these, with this. Cool. All right, I saved this for last because I was super excited about this. This is Prairie Majesty Oracle. I don't know if it's like the black and white backs that, yeah, this is just like, and the cardstock feels very, very similar from this indie version of this deck. And they smell the same. I've been so excited for this pairing to see how this looks together. Stock and what are my feelings trying to tell me? How can I ensure every step points towards my purpose? I like this because even though the Prairie Majesty have questions on them as well, they also give you an animal and a word. So I could see this really leading to some really meaty readings between the questions, the affirmations, the word, the keyword, the animal or plant matter. It's just, there's a lot that can be played with here. Let's see it on the front. Dive. What is ready for action? I am gratefully receiving all that is coming. And when I walked that way, the money followed. Here's the backs. This works so cool with the patchwork spread where you use all these different decks together. Yeah, I'm just, I'm really excited about all the different creative ways that I can use these decks. So this is with one each from Gently Rising and Soul Money. Awesome. Let's just do a practice run of how I might use Gently Rising too, one of the different ways. I am falling in love with myself. How can I honor and integrate every part of me? And for that, I would probably want to use something like Lilifer. How can I honor and integrate every part of me? I got two cards that jumped here. We've got the 10 of Wands and we've got the 4 of Pentacles. I feel like this is saying the parts in my system that are maybe overburdened or are in this protector mode of other parts, those parts still deserve love too. They deserve to be honored and appreciated for all the hard work that they're doing. And a way that I can remind myself of that is by repeating to myself, I am falling in love with myself. All of the parts. It's giving IFS. Or maybe if I am using Reclaim. doubt and protection. I can pull an affirmation for each of those that I've pulled. Even if there's doubt, I am letting the steps reveal themselves. And for protection, I am making decisions knowing that all paths lead to my destiny. You might not have to try that hard. Trusting instead of doubting. These are so interesting, and they definitely are entirely within the realm of the type of work that I love to do with my decks. And I'm really grateful that they exist. I think I only have one affirmation deck, and it's the Heart Align Affirmations. This just feels like a different, coming at affirmations from a different angle. There's more to chew on in the artwork for this deck. And then the affirmations a lot of times are shorter, and I really like the journaling questions on the back. Like I said, I might use these to journal, I might use these to just meditate on, but most likely I'm going to use these to pull other cards, tarot cards, oracle cards, in order to kind of delve into it deeper. It's really nice seeing somebody utilize both sides of the card. Like, a lot of times we appreciate the backs of the card for their artwork, but not too often do we see decks that put like really useful things on the back. And I feel like these decks have done that. Gently Rising with its questions on the back, and Soul Money with its poems to the goddess. So really, really different. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe, all the things, and I will talk to you later. Signing out.